Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to start with the numericals based on moment of inertia of unsymmetrical sections. I am repeating once again. We are going to start with numericals on unsymmetrical sections. Numericals on unsymmetrical section. How to find moment of inertia of unsymmetrical section. So we know that when we say a section is said to be unsymmetrical section when it does not divide your figure into equal parts on either side. Okay, so in that case we'll say that it is unsymmetrical section. Okay, now let's see how to solve numericals on based on it. So let's say we have I section. I had drawn one I section. So we already know that I section is look like this. Okay. So in which this top portion is called as top flange. Top flange. Whereas this bottom portion is called as bottom flange, whereas this middle part is nothing but your wave. This portion is called as top flange, bottom flange, and this portion is your wave. Okay, remember this: top flange, bottom flange, wave. When it comes to T section, this is what top flange, and this is weight. It doesn't have bottom flange. Okay, clear? Now how to find moment of inertia of this unsymmetrical section? Okay, let's see. First of all, what you will do is you will always draw a reference axis on the left hand side of your any section. पहिली स्टेप काय असेल, तुम्हाला एक रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस टाकायचा आहे. कसा टाकाल? असा टाका की तुमची फिगर हे काय असली पाहिजे फर्स्ट क्वाड्रंट मध्ये. ओके, आता एक काम करूया, मी जे स्टेप सांगतोय ते डिटेक्ट करतोय. तुम्ही नोटबुक घेऊन बसायचं आणि राईट डाऊन करायचं आहे. पहिली स्टेप काय? ड्रॉ अ रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस. ड्रॉ अ रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस in such a way that the figure should lie lie in first quadrant. First quadrant, that is on the extreme left. That is on the extreme left hand side. Extreme left hand side. Okay, got it? This is your step 1. Step 2, write down step 2. Step 2, divide whole figure, WHOLE, whole म्हणजे संपूर्ण. Divide whole figure into म्हणजे INTU, not into, fine. Okay, divide whole figure into number of sections like this. See, this is your I section. We will divide this figure into three parts. Okay, three sections like this. 1, 2, and this is third section. Okay, when it comes to T section, draw a reference axis such that figure should lie in first quadrant. म्हणजे एक्स्ट्रीम लेफ्टला काढायचं, त्याला नंबर ऑफ पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड करायचं. ह्या पहिल्या दोन स्टेप किती होतील? सेक्शन 2. क्लिअर इथपर्यंत? पहिल्या रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस नंबर ऑफ पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड करायचं. ओके, काय अडचण नसावी. स्टेप 3. ओके, स्टेप 3 मध्ये काय बघा, फाइंड आउट areas of corresponding, find out areas of corresponding sections. Find areas of corresponding sections like this. Okay, so we have 3 sections, section 1, section 2, section 3. We can find the areas of each section. We can see that each of the section looks like a rectangle, so we know the area of rectangle, it is b into d. So if the dimensions are, say this is 50, this is 20, I'll say area A1 is 50 into 20. If it is 20, it is 100, so it is 120 into 100, likewise this. So find out areas of corresponding section. Okay, so before proceeding next steps, I have written one example over here. ठीक है, पुढचं एक्झाम्पल, पुढचे स्टेप लिहिण्याआधी आपण जे एक्झाम्पल दिलंय ना, ह्याला प्रोसेसने सॉल्व करूया. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे तुमचे स्टेप्स पण लिहिण्या होतील आणि इकडे कसं करतोय ते लक्षात. ओके, विल डू सायमल्टेनियसली. बघा, नाउ स्टॉप रायटिंग अँड सी. इट इज नॉट completed yet. It is a lengthy process. Once you know how to solve example, you will be able to solve any example based on any kind of section. Okay, now I can see that an I section is there. Which type of section is there? I section. Okay, it consists of top flange. Top flange dimension किती? 80 by 20. 80 by 20. Let's say this distance is 80 and this is 20. Okay, so top flange, we have drawn top flange. Wave is 120 mm deep. It means what? This is your wave. It is how much is deep? It is 120 mm deep. म्हणजेच काय हे किती? 120. 120. Okay, by 20 mm thickness किती wave ची? 20 mm. So this is 20. And bottom flange is 120 by 20. So bottom flange is like this. So see, this is 80 and this is 120. So obviously it is larger than top flange. 120 by 20. by 20. I'll repeat it again. Top flange दिले 80 by 20, 80 by 20. वेब 120 mm डीप है, इथून 120 mm, 20 mm थिक है, थिकनेस किती 20 वेब ची. बॉटम फ्लेंज 120 by 20. Okay, so now this is your I section and we have to find out moment of inertia about which axis? X axis. म्हणजे काय काढायचं आपल्याला? We have to find out moment of inertia about x axis म्हणजे I axis. ओके, सो पहिली स्टेप काय असेल? आता शिकले आपण. स्टेप 1 इज व्हॉट? वी ड्रॉ अ रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस such a way that your figure should lie in first quadrant. Your figure should lie in first quadrant. So you have to draw the figure in such a way that your whole figure should lie in first quadrant. Okay. Now second step. Second step is what? Divide whole figure into number of parts. How many parts can be done over here? 3. Very good. First part, this second part, this is third part. So we have divided this whole figure into number of parts, or you can say sections. आपण काय केलंय? फिगरला 3 पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड केलं, फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड. You can go from bottom to top also. It is not necessary that you should always start from top of the figure. Okay, it depends on you. Step 3. what we have written in step 3, we will find out areas of corresponding section. Areas of corresponding section. Section 1, section 2, section 3 ह्याचा area काढायचा A1. Okay, so we can see that section 1 looks like a rectangle. So we know what is area of rectangle, B into D. So A1 should be 80 into 20. Very good. 1600 mm square. Since your dimensions are in mm, answer should be mm square. Okay. A1, we have done with A1. Similarly, A2 is like B into D, 20 into 120. 20 into 120. So we'll have the answer as 2400. Okay, correct. A3, this is your section 3. Width is 120, depth is 20. So A3 is 120 into 20. Again, it is 2400 mm square. Okay. Okay, so we got areas of each section. First step is draw reference axis. Second step, divide your whole figure into number of parts, so you can say sections. Find out areas of corresponding sections, A1, A2, A3. Okay, step 4. Now, we will find out. Step 4 is what? To find out centroid. To find centroid of figure. Centroid means what? X bar and Y bar. X bar and Y bar. Okay. To find out centroid of figure. So I have already told you how to find centroid of I section or T section or L section. Okay. So let us find out centroid. Now, before finding out centroid, let me clear you one thing. When the moment of inertia about x-axis is asked for unsymmetrical section, we require y bar. What we required is y bar. I am again repeating it. Write down note somewhere else on the top of your notebook. एक नोट लावून घ्या तुमच्या नोटबुकच्या वरती. Write down note. When it is asked to find out moment of inertia, when it is asked to find out moment of inertia about x-axis, we required y bar. Right, like this, y bar. Okay. Second point, when it is asked to find when it is asked to find moment of inertia about y-axis, we require x bar. Okay, got it? Okay, that's it. Now we want to find moment of inertia about x-axis. The moment of inertia about x-axis विचारला असेल तर आपल्याला काय लागतं y bar. Okay, so we'll only find out y bar for this figure. Okay, so we know that formula for y bar is like what? A1 y1 plus A2 y2 plus A3 y3 upon A1 plus A2 plus A3. Okay, we have studied this in previous lectures. Okay, so if you want to find out y bar, we required A1, A2, A3. We have already found out A1, A2, A3. Now we required y1, y2, y3. Now we know how to find y1, y2, y3. For that, we always take this as your reference point. From this point, we will measure the distances, vertical distances. Now y is vertical distance, we know it. Now the centroid of this rectangle will be at the point where its diagonals will meet. Let's say this is G1 for figure 1, this is G2, and this is G3. Okay, so we got G1, G2 and G3. Now, how to find position of Y1, Y2, Y3? From this point, your figure 1 is the center of this figure is up to this. So I'll say this distance is Y1. From this point, your first figure centered is at this point. So this distance is Y1. This distance is Y2. And this is Y3. Correct? How I have located Y1, Y2, Y3? From this reference point, your first figure is this. The center of this figure is here. From here to here, up to center, this is Y1. Up to center 2, this is Y2. And this is Y3. So, who will tell me how much is Y1? Go through your figure and tell me what is Y1. Okay, so Y1 is like this. See, how much is this distance? 20. 20 plus 120. 20 plus 120 plus, how much is this distance? Half of this 20, correct? Centered could as the half distance were, so 20 upon 2. 20 upon 2. So it comes out to be 150. See, 20 plus 120 plus half of this. Since your Y1 is from here to here, काय गेलं हे 20, 120 आणि ह्याच्या पुढे असतं अर्धे, हाफला सेंटरला 20 च्या अर्धे 10. सो टोटल किती? 150. Y2 किती असेल बघा? Y2 will be, this is 20. 20 plus half of this. This is 120 upon 2. So it is like 60, which comes out to be 80. See, this is 20 and this distance is how much? Half of this 120. 120 upon 2. ओके, म्हणजे काय करायचं? हे सोडलं, हे घ्यायचं पूर्ण, ह्याचा हाफ. ह्याला काय गेलं? हे पण घेतलं, हे पण, आणि ह्याचा हाफ. आता Y3 किती असेल? डायरेक्ट ह्याचा हाफ. करेक्ट? Y3 किती येणार? 20 upon 2, which is 10. Which is 10. Is it visible? Okay, so we got Y1, Y2, Y3. Okay, now I will put this value in this formula, Y bar. Okay, I'll rub this. बघा काय केले परत सांगते. परत सगळ्यात पहिले एरिया काढून घ्यायचे B into D फॉर्म्युलेने. त्याच्यानंतर काय करायचं? जर IX विचारला तर Y बार काढा, IY विचारला तर X बार. मग मी काय काढलं? Y बार. फॉर्म्युला माहिती, Y1, Y2, Y3 फाइंड केलं आणि आता याच्यात व्हॅल्यू पुट करूया. सो काय येईल बघा? Y बार A1 is 1600 into 150 2400 into 80. Now put these values in calculus, you'll get a Y bar. Y bar is like how much? 71.25. 71.25 millimeter. ओके, काय अडचण आहे कुणाला इथपर्यंत? ओके, रफ करतोय मी. बघा काय केलं आपण? सगळ्यात पहिले रेफरन्स ऍक्सिस, डिवाइड फिगर इनटू नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स, फाइंड आउट एरिया ऑफ ईच सेक्शन. Y बार साठी Y1, Y2, Y3. नाव Y बार भेटला. आता पुढे काय करायचं? स्टेप 5. You'll write the steps in your notebook. Okay, स्टेप 3 पर्यंत लिहिलंय. स्टेप 4 पण लिहून घ्या, फॉर्म्युला लिहा. स्टेप 5 मध्ये काय करा? देन फाइंड H. फाइंड H. आता आपल्याला काढायचं H. तुम्हाला शेवटी कळेल की why we are finding out H. Okay, how to find that H? We'll have 3 H. H1, H2 आणि H3 असे 3 H येतील. का? कारण आपल्याकडे 3 सेक्शन आहेत तर 3 एच येणार. कसे काढा? मॉड्युलस ऑफ y बार मायनस y1 h2 इज मॉड्युलस ऑफ y बार मायनस y2 y बार मायनस y3. काय केलं मी? h काढायसाठी फॉर्म्युला यूज केलाय. y बार इज कॉमन, h1 काढायचा तर y1 मायनस करा, h2 काढायचा तर y2, h3 काढायचा तर y3. नाव हे मॉड्युलस असल्यामुळे निगेटिव्ह जरी आला आन्सर तरी इथे काय येणार? आन्सर पॉझिटिव्ह. ओके, टाकून बघा. y बार किती? 71.25 मायनस किती आहे? y1 150 होता आय थिंक. किती येतं बघा? सेम h2 आणि h3 किती येतं? h1 h2 h3 बघा. कॅन्सल टाका, सांगा किती येतो. सेम विथ दिस वन. 71.25 मायनस y2 किती होता? 130. 71.25 minus 10, so it is 61.25. How much is this? 58.75. This is 78.25. You just put these values in your calculator, h1 h2 h3. How I have find out h1 h2 h3? Standard formula: modulus of y bar minus y1, y bar minus y2, y bar minus y3. Okay. Now next step. Step 6. Find Ig1, Ig2 and Ig3. That is moment of inertia about centroid. Next step is what? We will find out moment of inertia about centroid. ह्याच्या पुढे काय करायचंय? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट सेंट्रोइड करायचंय. म्हणजे इथे काही Ig1 Ig2 Ig3. जर टी सेक्शन असेल तर काही फक्त Ig1 आणि Ig2. ओके, मग आता इथे Ig1 Ig2 Ig3. सो व्हॉट इज Ig1 Ig2 Ig3? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट सेंट्रोइड. मग आपण शिकलोय मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट सेंट्रोइड काय असतो? अबाउट एक्स एक्सिस BD³/12 रेक्टँगल साठी, अबाउट y एक्सिस DB³/12. मग आपण जर